Flashing through Korean skies at near sonic speed, North American F-86 Sabre jets have scored victory after victory over Russian-built MiGs. In almost daily aerial battles, United Nations pilots have shot down communist jets at a rate of 10 to 1. Combat veterans say this score is due in part to the smooth-flying Sabre jet, in part to the tactics of our generals who have made a deadly science of aerial warfare, and in part to the razor-keen efficiency of our pilots and ground crews. Final training for Korean combat is received here at Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. Seven jet aces and a host of combat-wise pilots assigned as instructors pass on battle tricks learned the hard way. To demonstrate formation flying proficiency required in combat, graduating students and instructors stage a mass jet flight from the desert base near Las Vegas. Sabre jets, forming one of the largest jet flights ever held in the United States, roar off the runway at a rate of 2 jets every 6 seconds. Sabres can exceed the speed of sound in a dive, go more than 670 miles per hour in level flight. Giving the Sabres its power is a big General Electric turbojet engine, which develops more than 5,800 pounds of thrust. Careful ground briefing before takeoff ensures that each pilot knows his exact place in the massive flight. The nation's first swept-wing fighter and the only United Nations jet to consistently defeat the communist MiG. The Sabre was first test flown on October 1st, 1947, by North American test pilot George Welch. These are later improved models developed since that day. As versatile as a decathlon athlete, the Sabre jet can carry rockets or bombs for close support of frontline troops. Proficient in every phase of aerial warfare, United States pilots graduate from training schools such as Nellis Air Force Base, knowing they can meet and beat the best from behind the Iron Curtain. The Sabre jet has 2 homes, the main North American factory at International Airport in Los Angeles, California, and another large plant at Columbus, Ohio. This is the final assembly line, where wiring, tubing, instruments, and finished parts flow together to become the completed airplane. Before delivery to the airport, each Sabre is carefully inspected and tested on the ground before its first flight by a company test pilot. With the delicate precision of ballet dancers, the Sabre Knights, a specially trained flying team, make an unusual four-plane takeoff. The Sabre Knights, members of a squadron charged with defense of the United States, demonstrate the teamwork and superb flying ability which helped gain superiority of the skies for the United Nations in Korea. Despite worldwide commitments of the United States Air Force that make it necessary for Sabre jets to patrol troubled skies around the globe, alert and efficient pilots in these speedy jets also stand constant guard over this country's borders. After a briefing session at their group headquarters somewhere in Korea, Sabre jet pilots are ready for another sweep to MiG-Allen. Each pilot has been given detailed instructions concerning the day's mission. Captain Al Moorman demonstrates the typical equipment worn by Sabre jet pilots on all combat missions. On top of his flight suit goes a wool-lined vest and a .45 automatic. In the event of a bailout over water, this Mae West life preserver will come in mighty handy. A parachute is added insurance. This survival kit contains everything from a rubber boat to a radio transmitter. His helmet is much like that of a football player. An oxygen mask permits the pilot to breathe in the thin air where he will fight. Most frequently used combat formation is a four-plane flight. This is how the sky looks to a jet pilot when maneuvering into position for a MiG kill. These are actual combat scenes photographed from the nose of a Sabre in Korea. The film helps the pilot confirm a MiG kill. When the first red-nosed communist MiG swept across the Yalu as aerial cover for the hordes of Chinese Reds who swarmed out of the icy mountains of Manchuria, our Air Force was ready to meet the challenge for supremacy of the Korean skies. Outnumbered but not outfought, a thin silver line of flashing sabers has sent hundreds of communist jets smoking to the ground. Meanwhile, production of the Sabre jet was broadened and newer and faster models rushed to completion. Today, there are 5 different types of Sabres, each making an important contribution to our country's security in the skies, protecting your national safety at home and throughout the world.